She's pretty rough. These bloody cows.
I can't do this shit.
Yeah.
Too much.
Oh, we'll make our way. Just make our way back to the main road now. So we're just heading. We're going to head north now towards Pentland. It'll take us another 2 hours at least to get to Pentland, I'd say. Been going for a little while now. So about 30 kilometres to go. And this is pretty well what the standard of the road for the whole 120. With the where are you taking me today? Charters Towers. It was cold last night. Al tricked me. He said it was going to be warm in the tropics. That was the second frost in a row. Okay, so how'd we get here? Alright, so the last bit of video you might have seen, we were on the road into Pentland. So Al and I had spent the night about 20k west of Pentland, and at the power line spot. Had a great night. So headed into Pentland, and for some reason we had to stop there. Can't think what it was for, but my bike was making a bit of a jingling sound, and I thought, that's not good. And Al was doing a top up. He's down the street doing a top up on his water. I rode back down the street, stopped there, and Al kind of said, yeah, unusual noise, and I admitted it was, and but wasn't a great deal we could do at the time, and it wasn't very serious. It didn't sound terrible. It sounded not good rather than terrible. So we had 120 k's to go to get into Charters Towers, which we did, and the bike rode fine, no particular noises. So we did the 120 k's and got into Charters Towers, and didn't in denial about this noise. Thought, oh, we're going to have a cup of coffee. Had a cup of coffee, you know, started the bike up again at the end of that. Thought, oh, we've got to go and see what we can do about this. We looked up the Suzuki dealer in town. He's just down the street. So I went down there, parked out in the middle of, had a parking, centre parking. So I left the bike out there, went in. The woman said, oh yeah, the mechanic will be out in a minute. So Shane from Gold City, he come out, we started it up, and you know, I revved it up, and it was sounding terrible. So he said, well, he's too busy to look at himself, but you can wheel it inside in the workshop and he'll give us some tools and the things we needed, and you pull it down yourself, which was great, which we did. Wheeled it into the workshop, and he supplied us with all the gear, drained the oil out of it, and it soon became apparent that it was going to be a showstopper. So I don't have any video of that sort of stuff. It's all too, at the time, it's all a bit too stressful, and it's all a bit too serious to be taken any video. But I do have, so we wheel it in, we pull, I'll try and do all this without any stops. Pull the side cover off. Shane's opinion was on this side, and it was clearly noisier on this side, which is the clutch side. So we got to it and drained the oil out, pull the side cover off, and started to dig into it to see what might have been, whether it really was game over, or we might have been able to do a repair on it and keep going. So I'll just, full disclosure, we've had this off in Charles Towers, and I haven't had this off here. We had a sort of it came home. I'll do a bit more of this story. Had to get the bike home somehow. Shane suggested we use a guy called Road Hog Transport. So I booked them. Effectively booked them. They thought it'd be 2 weeks to get it home. Wouldn't make the first truck, it'd make the second truck. And then Al departed pretty quickly. Wasn't really much point in him staying. So he left. We went and had lunch, and then he left straight after and made his way towards Bowen, out to the coast anyway. I got a motel for the night, and then had a great deal of trouble getting a lift into Townsville. That was the way I was going to have to fly. I was going to have to. It all worked out. I had to fly home to Brisbane and then get the train back up to Bundy. Sort of a fortuitous turn of events. I sort of couldn't find a lift, and found myself at the counter of the motorbike shop, saying, I'm probably going to have to hitch. Could you hitch into Townsville? Could you make a sign? And there's a bloke standing there. And the thing, he said, a mate of mine's going in tomorrow, and yada yada. Cut a long story short, I did get a lift in with to Townsville. It was a pretty wild ride, sort of 120 kilometres an hour in an old Falcon sedan, and I'll put I'll put a photo into that. And halfway through the journey, I discovered the young bloke was unlicensed. He was a learner driver, so we were rocketing along 120 with a learner driver. Anyway, I'm here to tell the tale, but it was an interesting journey, and that's a whole other story in itself. But anyway, we did pull it apart, and it was clearly it was a no-go. And I'll get into it, and I'll sort of just show you quickly what happened. I'm thinking it's not a very common thing to go wrong. So I'll sort of start as if we were, and I'll pull a few things out, and I'll show you a little bit about it, and hopefully, be a bit entertaining. So I'll slide you in, so you can see a bit closer. Hopefully, we might get a pretty good look at what's going on. So it's a clutch cover, so that it comes off, and inside is all the clutch plates, of which there's 8. This is a little bit about motorbikes. They have a wet clutch. It's covered with oil, and there's 8 plates in here which do the clutching arrangements. I won't go too much into that. That was all in good shape. We pulled all this out. So that's there's the 8. There's the 8 clutch plates that go in here, and they're not like a car. It has a sort of a combined 8. It's got 8 clutches, and they all do a little bit of work, which gets the job done. This is known as the clutch basket, which holds all those plates. And this is the hub that it sits on. And then under here is the basket, and behind here, that's the crankshaft here, the gear off the end of the crankshaft, and behind there's a big gear that the basket is driven by, and this is all sort of one assembly, and it should all look like that, all held together in one piece. So what happened was, this is all held together. It's riveted in those 3 spots there. And this little arrangement on the back has springs in it, and it absorbs and softens some of the load when you drive the basket. But regrettably, these sort of rivets that hold all this together in one piece decided to let go, and this, and I've got one spring in there. This and all the springs travelled backward. It's on like that, of course. So all the springs travelled backwards, and it would sit like that. So the drive gets done just there. So the bike still drove because it was doing that job, but the shock absorber came adrift off the back, and parted like that, and so was in here, let go, and these sections here, these sharp sections just there, were rattling around in there at the back there, and gouging out this section here, and making a mess of this cover, this steel cover here, which if that had been the case, that all that had happened, that would have been fine. But regrettably, it came around here, and this little idler here drives the oil pump, and it's slightly pushed in at the moment, but there's a shaft that idler sits on. If I can get it to come out, which I can't, it should be longer than that. It sits on there, and this plate just chewed the end off that shaft, and that is the biggest deal of all. Is that and that's so I can fix this. Everything else is fine, but I have to get a new shaft in there, and that shaft comes in from the crankcase side, from the other side. So we might be able to do something tricky to replace that, maybe, but effectively the head's got to come off, the barrel's got to come off, and we're hoping I might be able to come down from the top there and get, without taking the engine out and of the frame, and split it right open. So yeah, so that's what went on. But I'm not sure if it's a sort of a failure that it's unlikely if I'd done in sort of a check inside here, which you don't normally, if I would have even seen it anyway. But I let go, and you can see this wear here, and where the spring was riding up over there, yeah, I'd say maybe one let go, and then it was holding by two maybe for a while, and then but it's all in behind, and not something you can necessarily be able to see that deterioration, even if I decided to take this cover off and inspect it, at 50,000 or whatever. So the bike's done 85,000 kilometres. Yeah, we've got to get into it now, and get that new shaft in. If I can get that in, it'll all be fairly straightforward, I'm hoping, but yet to be seen. Okay, so yeah, so I'm sure there's some. I've got this new part. I'll just stop it for a moment. And okay, so I'm back again. I'll probably. I did take one video, sort of during the disassembly, during the inspection process in Charles Towers, and it's sort of Shane. He was doing this final takeoff of this here, and you'll see that's how it should look when they're in good shape. That's a brand new unit, but essentially he takes this off and all the parts just sort of just went ting 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 cascaded down onto the ground, and we thought, that's not good. In gear? No. That's got it. Righto. Good stuff. Suppose we need a new one of those little tab things.
Yeah, you normally just replace them.
Yeah.
When you go in there, you know that washer goes there. Have you ever had any clutch work done on it? Or?
No, I haven't. No.
Look at that.
No. Is that bearing that's riding on?
I think it's completely let go. That oh yeah.
What's that? Oh.
The whole clutch is let go. That's all should be together.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Oh.
That should be fixed under that sprocket.
Oh, is that breaking off?
We don't make sure we don't want to.
Oops. Oh. Well,
We probably need to just put a
put a rag in there to
we don't
channel them
wanna
out.
Lose any bits. You got a lot of see all the metal down there too.
Yeah.
We'll have to
We'll just tip that oil up.
Yeah.
You want to just slide that oil tray back so they don't drop into that.
want them all in there.
So that's not normal.
Negative.
So when you say it's all whole things let go,
Well, that should be fixed to the back of that
back of
basket
that.
on
Yeah.
those
Oh,
pins.
but where? Where's it sheared off? Oh, there.
Get off them pins.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So they were just driving in the holes in the sprocket.
So can you buy a complete basket? Is that what they call the basket?
You can buy a basket, but you have got.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, I just saw that.
It's
Oh, not good.
That's the bloody noise, isn't it?
So, all right. So what's the solution? I mean, is that completely compromised?
As long as there's not too much shit going through those bearings.
Yeah.
God's truth. Yes.
Back gently.
There are chunks in there, isn't there?
Yeah, it's all gone through the bottom of it.
That's why we're here right now. So regrettably, we made it 5 days. We had a great first 5 days, and it was really shaping up to be a really good trip. Had a fantastic day the day before, a little bit further south, and you will have seen that some of that footage of at Lake Buchanan. So one last look at the lake. Fantastic. I'm going to find out how far it is up there. There's a bit of fence going out. Stop the cattle wandering around. Which far exceeded my expectations. Just a superb little spot. And we were lucky enough to be there when it had some water in it. So, yeah, I might, I'll have it. There'll be couple of little still photos, a little close-ups I'll put in. And I might take a couple of, we'll just see, I might take a few little, short videos maybe as I'm going through the job. It's kind of turned from an adventure ride to an adventure salvage trip video. But anyway, bit of fun. Yeah. Anyway, thanks to Al, good travel companion for the first 5 days. And then had to go our separate ways. But never mind, you get, that's right, it's not an adventure till something goes wrong, eh? So that's what they say. Righto, so if I've got any update, I'll grab a bit of footage of it. Okay, so things are looking a little bit different now. Had a bit of a late night last night. Got a few more things pulled off. The head, the carby, the barrel. So that's the offender just there. So I'm hoping to get down in behind with a magnet on the end of this yellow strip and come down behind it and grab it out with that, supporting it, carefully push it through. And then for for the new one, I've got the new one on a piece of string. So I'll pass that. That's not a good background, is it? I'll pass the string through and then push that pin down with the magnet again and gently draw it in. So hopefully we'll get that done in a few minutes. Well, there's not a whole lot of space in here, but maybe you can see down inside there. It's a bit hard, but you can see. Yeah, hard to put some light down there and you see, but there's a pretty well just in front of that bright shining spot is the back of it. So here's the back of it. So I'll yeah, put the magnet down, hopefully grab it up. Got a bit of a sock down there, has a disaster management. Hopefully if we do drop it, hopefully it'll stop it dropping right down in the crankcase. Okay, we kicked a goal. It's out. Okay, we're good. Okay, excellent. Good stuff. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Well, it's happy days. We got it in. There it is just there. Look at that. Look at that. Sprocket on. Shaft in, sprocket on. And we did it down in through the top there. And all thanks to Al. He suggested that might be possible. And lo and behold, it was. We got it done. Saved yourself a tremendous amount of work to get that thing on. So yeah, so I was saying before, the that plate came past and just trimmed the end of that, and then made it unserviceable. But she's good to go now. Reverse the process and do a few more little other things on the way that you find along the way. I've got a few things to fix up. Previous owner sheared that bolt off there, which is a shame. It holds the oil cooler. So stuff like that, things that you're not aware of. And little neutral sender unit, secure that properly. Yeah, there's a few little jobs. Clean out the carby. But no, got it done. Didn't even have to take the piston off, which I'm also pretty happy about. Righto. Keep going. Well, it's a couple of days later. We've been having a bit of success. I thought I'd just do a bit of an update, show you how it's going. So we've had it all pulled down, you know, head cover, head off, cylinder off, able to reach down inside and got that little shaft on, and the gear, the little brown gear is mounting on that shaft. I've got another little section there, I'll cut in there so you can see that, and a new clutch basket with the drive on the back, all new. Going to reuse the old fibres and steels. They were in absolutely perfect condition. Put some new springs in behind there, and we're just about ready to go. Just got to finish that case, get all the old gasket off it, and we can close it up. Put some oil in it. The other side's all back on. I'll pull that off. Did some work on the starter motor. Gave that some TLC. Checked inside here, make sure everything was up there, and I had a little I'll strip a photo in, but I've got a endoscope and we're able to go in through this hole here and this hole here and up through the sump plug and have a look around. And the endoscope's got a little magnet on the end, so any little chips in there that came off that old guard over here, got flogged around. I was able to get it, so pretty happy with how clean it is inside there. So with any luck, it'll all turn out okay. The bloke this was sheared off in here, the mounting for the oil cooler. The guy had made a terrible attempt to get that sheared stud out, so I did something about that. Did all sorts of stuff, pulled the carby to bits, gave it a clean out, just saw what the story was with that, looked at a whole lot of things. I got to put a new chain buffer on this other side. This chain buffer, it stops it hitting the frame. That one was had it. New seal in here for the gear shift. A new countershaft seal inside here. Took the opportunity to give the whole thing a bit of a birthday. Get some oil in, get some oil pressure up, and adjust the tappets. And we're not far from you'll get a new air filter inside there. So we're not far from a bit of giving it a bit of a run. So touch wood, that'll all turn out. I've been lucky. That's all. Everything seems to have panned out okay. So hopefully we'll be on the road again pretty soon. All right, I'll update you as required. Well, it's that time. Gonna give it a go. See what happens. Choke's on. Key on. Well, there you go. Sounds pretty good. All the oil's going to burn off now. Sounds pretty nice. We made it through all the gears. So, and that's a bit of a thumbs up thus far.